Yeah,
So we just come from boxing, got a little gas certificate and the service. So yeah, now I'm good for the weekend, you know.
yeah, no, I hear that still.
Mm.
Yeah, bro. We said last time we spoke in it, we was talking about it was just prior the London protests, innit?
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
obviously it was labelled as a freedom speech protest
Yeah.
rally, whatever, but I think behind it was regarded as opposing illegal immigration, innit? You understand what I
Mm.
mean? And obviously, first and foremost, I did kind of predict there might be a bit of trouble, and you do have to big up the people because they seemed, on a whole, they seemed quite well behaved. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but what do you mean? How was it marketed as a freedom of speech? How did they spin that? What, just to say they got a freedom of speech? Because it wasn't
Uh,
really
I'm not sure the full thing. I think basically Mr. Tommy
TR.
R, yeah, TR,
PR,
he labelled it
yeah.
as yeah, like a speech to safeguard the freedom of speech or whatever. I don't know if it's so they should be able to talk about certain things or certain dynamics of people and blah de blah blah. But yeah, but I think the whole thing is they wanted to voice their concerns about illegal
Okay.
immigration, the state of the country, their
Mm.
unhappiness with the government, etc.,
Yeah,
etc. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Well, in regards to the state of the country, you know, the ghetto areas, the ghetto areas, like the working class is always going to be in a bit of dismay. You know, it's never. You know, obviously we've seen over the years in our own neighborhoods deterioration. Do you know what I'm saying? So in regards to that, yeah, you know, it is. You know, but saying that, there are places like Peckham and that they're building back up now, so we can't really say that in it. You know.
Well, I don't think it's about location because I think it's about there's always going to be working class people. So
Yeah.
obviously, when we was growing up, we was in it it was more the zone two inner London, in it like
Yeah.
Peckham,
Yeah.
Newcastle, whatever.
Yeah.
But obviously, with regentrification, they're trying to
Mm.
move the working class more out and the
Yeah. Yeah.
affluent
Yeah.
people inside into the zone two, zone
Yeah.
three
Yeah.
area. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But there's always going
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
no matter where we're located, there's always going to be working class people. You know what I mean? Whether it's
Mm-hmm.
London
Mm-hmm.
things. So you said, and yeah, so yeah, obviously,
Mm.
it's a lot of working class people are disgruntled, and
Mm.
I think as well that to me, what it shows you, honestly, is that I think when it comes down to that, people, when it's all good, everyone's all good. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Or when people's happy with their surroundings, they don't
Mm-hmm.
mind different people. Well, majority of people don't mind different people. But I think once
Mm.
you start to affect their, or people make them believe you affect their livelihood, then you gotta go. Do you know what I mean? You're a problem. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. In regards to what the legal immigrants, yeah.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, it's whoever. So at the moment, it's illegal immigrants. But then if they think that there's people who immigrated or whether it's second generation, third generation, if they think if you're a problem to their livelihood, they're going to want you gone also. Do you understand
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
think. Yeah, yeah. I think for me, from what I see,
Yeah,
and obviously speak to people, is like they probably feel like the government don't value them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like the higher class, the middle class, the people running the economy don't value some people, and they probably see it that I don't. And it's not even just about the illegal immigrants that just came. It's about the migrants from over the years. You understand what I'm saying to you? When they
yeah,
start to see the Asians, the Caribbeans, the Africans progressing so highly, you understand what I'm saying to you?
mm,
I feel like it stems from watching that, you know, because you remember like look how enough ethnic minority groups are moving up the ladder. You understand what
yeah,
I'm saying to you?
yeah,
So the people who they're moving up the ladder, who they're working alongside, ain't as bothered. But then the people on the ground that are just watching it, thinking, flipping hell, we're English, and look, everyone's so much people are doing better than us, and that kind of, for me, that kind of where it stems and built up from. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying to you?
but and see, this is the problem though that I have with it. Yeah, is that I think people are not realistic. So rather than look at themselves and think, because it's all about accountability. So you can probably look and think, well, why has everyone overtaken me, or why does it feel like this person's doing better than me? What am I doing, or what am I not doing? You know what I mean? Do you
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, 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 yeah.
you got like, but so that just because to me that's just more either you're expecting, you just want, so you basically, what you're saying is that because you're a native, that even if someone else comes in, they're working harder than you, they're more focused than you, they're putting into the next generation more than you, they're instilling more in the next generation than you, but you must still do better than them because you're a native. That's not reality. You want things given to
Yeah,
you then. Do you understand what I
I,
mean?
yeah, I think they probably feel like they should be put on a pedestal and be given an advantage. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because for me, I've worked alongside man that's come over like from Afghanistan or Senegal and all that. And sometimes you think, right, these man's work rate is some different because they've come just to work. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Well, let me give you a joke, bro. Nah, two things. Nah, I'm in construction, bro, and
Mm,
even there's certain Black British people that probably have got the same mentality where they ain't got that work ethic that someone who's recently migrated over here has. Do you understand what I mean? But it's like they come from they come from places where they haven't been given nothing, so they're coming with the
mm,
sole purpose of getting money, you know what I mean,
mm,
taking
mm,
full advantage of the opportunity for work to be able to earn a certain amount of
mm.
money. So I've been on construction where a guy said to me he didn't believe that I was born there because how hard I was working. You understand? I mean, I thought,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah, yeah,
what's is that? Is that the mental that you really got British people's mentality as lazy? Do you know what I mean? But
yeah,
then you do see it as well on site that the natives probably maybe just on construction, like they don't work as hard as the people that have migrated that come here just to work. And then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then,
But
but then, you know what it is, bro? Now this is me because I see it. So to me, and they just complain. Oh, well, they're willing to work for this money, and they're. But rather, to
yeah,
me, adapt to the environment, bro. Like,
yeah,
don't let no one outwork you. That's my thing. So if I'm there and I'm grafting, I'm seeing certain man from different parts of Europe, whatever, grafting hard. I'm saying,
mm.
you're not outworking me, bruv. But
Yeah,
these other
yeah, yeah,
people ain't got that mentality. Their mentality is,
yeah,
oh, you need to slow down, or we need to, you know what I mean? You should just,
yeah,
it's an entitlement.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not gonna put this down to where you're from or wherever. Obviously, if you're a grafter, or grafter. 'Cause I know man in the trades business, like engineers from
Exactly,
English
no, because
black
that's
that are
correct. Yeah, because
grafters.
there's a lot of natives that are grafters, but there's the
Like
people that tend to be protesting are the ones
are
who
the ones that ain't grafting. Yeah,
that
yeah,
ain't
yeah, yeah,
grafting. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. But look at footage. That's clear to see. Yeah, you know what I'm saying to you.
And then not only that, bro, it's like even do you know what people I've spoke to who will
Yeah.
complain about immigration and that, and about how the natives are going to be extinct and they're on the decline,
Mm,
but then they've got one kid. And I say, well, bro,
yeah.
why have you only got, because I believe a family should minimum have 3 kids. If God blesses
100%.
you able to have kids, minimum you should be having is
Mm,
3. That's my mentality. But they'll be
mm,
like,
mm,
oh,
mm,
the quality of life and rare. And I think,
mm.
bro, but I hear you spending so much money on this, that, and the other. You got one kid, then you're complaining about you're
Yeah.
going, you know what I mean? It don't make
And that's
sense.
the thing. And that's the thing. This generation, especially now, less people have less and less kids. Even though you get some families that people that don't even want kids nowadays. You
But then,
understand what I'm saying to you?
but then, what I'm saying is, bro, if you make that decision, then what do you think's gonna happen? So what everyone,
Mm.
because you want to stop having kids, everyone else should stop having kids. And don't get me wrong, I don't agree with people who have multiple kids and they're scratching on, or they're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
paying. That I don't agree with that. I think you should still work.
yeah,
If you got more kids, then you probably have to give them less or whatever. But
yeah, yeah,
I don't. But
yeah,
I'm saying, but if I find people who are working who got a good income, you still say they only want one kid, and I just think, bro,
Yeah.
what we doing there?
But no, definitely, because the migrant system, obviously, like we said, they are grafters in it. When you speak to a man that's willing to go across the Atlantic Ocean, all these different. I know I met a Senegal youth who went from Senegal to flipping Italy, across the boat to Italy, then to France, like hitchhiked across Europe, then I come across the flipping over from France over. You know, their man are built a certain way. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Well, anyone who's
They-
willing to travel to work, you know that their mentality is different anyway.
You know,
You know
and
what I
then
mean?
and then their man they come and they work wherever Deliveroo. Next minute, 5 years later, my man's opening up a barber shop. So they're grafting. They come here on a mission. They haven't, sometimes growing up in a harder environment push you that bit more than a man that's lived in an easy environment. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Of course,
It's like what a man said. It's hard to, like what did some of them boxers say? Once you get money, it's hard to get up and run when you're sleeping in silk sheets. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Well, that's where it is,
So,
bruv.
so that mentality is always going to be a bit different. But like I said, as me and you, we're second generation. We're always going to
Third
look at
generation. Third
migrants,
generation.
third generation. We're always going to, we come
No,
from
so I don't
ethnic
know.
minorities.
Yeah, second or third, I don't know.
So it's not really ever gonna bother us, is it? You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Obviously, if we see too much man, like obviously if they start to carry themselves a certain way in our neighborhood and keep up little thing, it's gonna upset us, innit? But obviously, coming from um the working class that have to live amongst all the different things, I can understand if they're upset in some ways, you know what I'm saying?
Well, like,
You know?
I can understand. I can understand that. Like me as well. Like I'll always put myself in other people's shoes, and I can
Mm,
understand. I can understand some of the art that how they feel like if they feel like
mm,
they're losing their country or things are changing too much.
mm.
But then I feel
Yeah.
like
But you know what, the thing though, with this march here, a lot of these men that come to London work from London. You
yeah,
understand what I'm
that's a
saying to
fact,
you?
bro. Yeah,
They're from up north, from all these places that don't even really probably doesn't. They might see a few Asian families here and there, but I'm thinking you're not even caring about the trouble you could be causing for the English that live in these inner city areas amongst the people. You understand what I'm saying to you?
yeah.
Because all it takes now for a group of coming on, the man that look racist, like they're causing trouble for people that live in these communities. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. Obviously, everything there's a knock on effect to everything. Every action there's a reaction, and
Exactly.
and what people don't understand, every action affects everything. You just don't realize it. Do you understand what I
Mm,
mean? Whether it's
mm,
because if people, especially with everything being recorded now and everything, if people see that there's racial tension up north, it will have a knock on effect down south. Do you understand what I mean?
yeah,
And vice
exactly.
versa. So yeah, no. I get that still. I think but what I mean is that I think people don't understand that there's a reason. So you don't take it on the people that are like you. You got to understand who's letting them in and why. Because even this is what I was
Yeah,
going to speak to you about as well. So now, on the aftermath of all this, you got the digital ID. That's they're
yeah,
talking about putting into
yeah,
action.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And now
Mm,
and what they're using the excuse of to tackle illegal immigration. So then you
mm.
realize, is it all a big game? It's trying to say,
It's
I
an
mean,
agenda.
it's
It's an agenda. It's definitely an agenda. They're using these things to push the agenda.
well,
You know what I'm
how,
saying?
how you got to look at it, bruv. You know how it is. They create a problem to then provide
Mm,
a solution. Do you understand what I mean,
mm,
bruv? Do you get what I mean?
mm,
And they
mm,
and that's why in a way you got to understand you can't always react off of emotions because they
mm.
know how to trigger people's emotions. Do
And
you
that's what they're
understand what I mean?
doing.
That's
That's what
exactly
they're
what
doing.
they've done. That's why sometimes you got to think logically because let's understand that the people in control, they've got agendas. It's all a game. So if you see things happening, rather than getting emotional and think what, okay, if we react what is the outcome going to be? Do you understand what I mean? It's all a big game, bro. Because why are these? But how are these? Do you think they can't stop boats coming over?
That's
Realistically,
what I'm saying, bro. Of course they can stop. Like if you can't stop a flipping dinghy boat coming over, what chance you've got if Russian are sending flipping missiles and submarines? What chance you can't stop a dinghy boat from getting in the country? You understand what I'm saying to you?
and also, even if they wanted to come in and put asylum seekers in a place where they'd go a bit less unnoticed, like they'd put them in predominantly ethnic
Ethnic
areas.
minority areas.
You understand?
Yeah,
When they're
yeah,
coming and
yeah.
they're plopping them
Blend
in
them
the middle,
in.
they're plopping them in the middle of nowhere. You
But
understand
let's be
me?
real. But let's be real. What's this? Sorry, let's be real, Hakeem. Yeah,
Mm,
it's been happening for years.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course it has, bro.
It's been happening for years. Yeah. So it's been happening for years, bruv. Look. We've seen the massive change in ethnic groups in London since we've been there.
Mm,
Do you know? Like it's about now they're highlighting it more, like you said, to push an agenda. Do you
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. So what do you think of this digital ID thing then?
It's scary, isn't it? You know, I don't really understand it. What? Explain it to me, please. What are they looking to do?
So basically, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's like it's digital ID. So to able to work, it's like a new form of ID. You have to have digital ID. I don't know how you register it for it, but I'm pretty sure similar. It's not facial recognition, but basically, unless you won't be able to work. This is how they're going to start initially, unless you got digital ID. So that's why a lot of people are saying, well, they'll just go on universal credit. But then I'm pretty sure you won't be able to do anything without digital ID. But
But I think I think they're closing in, bro. Like like closing in on of just full control of
that's
everything.
exactly what it is. Because they've got it in
Do
China,
you know?
bro. They've got it in China.
Yeah.
And I was seeing that basically there was a woman that she wasn't able to buy food, bro. Because something went wrong with her. She needed to verify something. So they just shut down everything. Because the digital ID is linked to their facial recognition and everything. So it is more, it's another element of control, bruv. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
It might not seem like much, but bro, the more and more control we got, it's scary, bro. Do you understand?
Bro, it's gonna be deep. You see all the man there on road, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You
Nothing,
ain't gonna
bro.
have to do nothing. You just gonna have to just fall in line. If they wanna clamp in on you, if they wanna like say for instance, like you can't like for instance taxes and all, bruv, you ain't gonna have to do step out of line not one bit. And that's what they're moving to, bruv. Do you know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
they
It's gonna
could,
be like the West Bank. You know, like the West Bank
yeah,
in Gaza.
yeah,
It's gonna be like that, just controlled. Do
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
They can ground you like you're a kid, bro. Like I can
Exactly.
imagine them soon coming out with something where there's a digital link to your like your doors and you can't come out your house if you know what I mean. They can
Yeah.
keep like, bro. Think about all these
Your
electric cars. They can shut your money.
even like your money, they're gonna be controlling your money. They'll probably start taking your tax, your rent and everything before you even pay it. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Even it's even they can limit what you can buy, so they can then say, okay,
Exactly.
everyone can only buy this amount of thing. Even with regard to like the climate control, they can say, well, everyone's only allowed to buy XYZ amount of diesel thing. Do you know what I mean? Like it's the level of control scary, bro.
Ain't there some, I heard something the other day about now if you draw £200,
Now I think that was fake news. Still,
is that rubbish, yeah?
apparently
But
it's
I'm
fake
telling
news.
you, people gotta be careful because all these things are set up, like you said, so they can implement something more to control us. Do
This
you
is
understand what I'm
where
saying to you?
this is where it is, bro.
You know, and it's like we was told this in the 90s and we all thought it was conspiracy
Well,
theory. You understand what
bro,
I'm saying to you?
apparently Blair wanted to introduce this years ago, bro. Like the early
Bro,
2000s and that. So, do you know what I mean? It's
I'm telling
something,
you.
and where it is, because even now they're talking about it, but they haven't put it forward to government yet. So it's like they're testing the waters, bro. So it's like with the pandemic, like it's little things. It's all a test, bro. Do you understand what I mean? And that's the thing, because bro, the people in control, they're not like it's different, but they just don't want to let people live. Because really,
They're not normal people, man.
they're not normal. Like you don't. People just want to live. People just want to feed their families. Get me? Be
Yeah.
around whoever they find familiar. They're familiar people. People just want to go to work. They don't want that, bro. Like it's scary, bro. But yeah, bro. Like I don't know. It's. But the thing is, the thing is that because people saying we can't comply, whatever. But what we gonna do, bruv? Like, is it?
I feel like we're in too deep now already.
Bro,
Like that time
I feel
of
like
not.
I feel like we're 2/3 there anyway, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think the time when we should have woke up, we didn't.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They moved us to a cashless society. They got people using their phones, bro, and I can't understand that. Money has no value.
bro.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Bro, can you know the wickedest thing? You know what I was thinking, yeah? Because I feel like where I've been a law-abiding citizen, yeah, for a minute now, yeah, I feel like my mentality's changed a little bit. Because I was thinking, is it just easy to comply? Like what we I ain't got nothing,
Bro.
what we fight against. But then
But what,
me 10 years ago would have been a rebellion. Like I'd be like, no way I'm
bro,
complying to that.
all over. Yeah.
I ain't respecting
No, but
authority. I'm on whatever anyone's on. I'm an outlaw.
bro, but
Go
listen, the people on road here, bro, they're closing in, bro. You understand what I'm
on.
saying to
Okay,
you?
that's the
They're closing in. And you see, like now they sanction country. They'll like how everything's cash, they'll just be sanctioning people, bro. You step out line, they'll sanction you, bro. Take
yeah,
your money.
yeah,
You
yeah,
understand? Shut down your thing. You understand what I'm saying to you?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and all this cyber thing, you know, like the banks sooner or later they could just tell us, there's been a cyber scam on the banks, all these banks are shut. You understand what I'm saying to you? And you lost all your money, bro.
Well, bruv, that's it's two things that's scary. Like, if you're on the road, forget it. Like my personal opinion, bro. Like it's what you doing? Like you need to try and get in the real world as soon as possible before they're on it. You understand what I mean? The gig's
Yeah,
up,
but at the same time, bro, this might be your last opportunity, bro.
bro. But then you might as well be an outlaw. F it. But
Because soon
oh,
you won't be able to be an outlaw. You won't be
exactly.
able to be an outlaw, bro.
Oh no! Soon you have to be a real outlaw if you're going to be an outlaw.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
can't be
yeah.
halfway in. You can't be sitting on the fence. You got to be an outlaw. You can't.
Yeah,
You
no.
understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but you know the scary thing is though is how far they're going to go with it, bro. Because they can even like once you give them because once they got you in a headlock, you ain't getting out, bro. Do you understand what I mean?
Bro, but you know, you got to understand that they're willing to do whatever it takes. Because for me, just back to that protest for a minute, yeah, bro. The fact that they really gave TR a platform in the middle of London, despite all his backgrounds, all the hate he spilled, yeah, he just come out of prison, bro. You think they'll ever give a black man that just come out of prison a platform like that?
Bro,
And they
no,
gave him,
they
they gave
would.
him,
No, they would if it suited their agenda, bro.
yeah,
But the relevant is, yeah, but this is what I'm saying to you. This is the problem, bro. A lot of people are just not sensible, bruv. Because you got, like you said, it's plain to see. How has he got such a big platform, bro?
bro. And you know the thing is about the platform, though, bro. Well, boy, like we obviously we say we understand the immigration thing. And we understand that you got to, like, when you speak to people, even though I think a lot of people have been poisoned and brainwashed into thinking that, all these immigrants are flipping ISIS or Al Qaeda coming over to kill everyone. You understand? Some people
Yeah, but
they get fed that online,
bro. That's how simple some people are, bro. Because how are
bro.
you? If you hear some of that, bro, I don't even want to go here too much here, but bro, if you see some of the interview, you hear people saying in their views, you think, is there anything going on up there? Like someone's really made you believe that every single person in this particular that believe in a certain thing is a certain way, and they're trying to uphold this law onto you that you've never actually witnessed someone say, I want this law. You've never seen it on the street.
Bruv, no one
Like,
don't want to put that
what are you
law on no
talking
one.
about?
No one. That is the most ridiculous thing. You know, like, any day, if someone reverts or converts, that's the only thing they can be scared of, the amount of people that are converting. but no one ain't saying Muslims don't want that
Yeah,
law
but
right
bro,
here.
the reality of it, bro, yeah, you can't worry about what you can't control that it's the fastest growing religion. That's just what it is everywhere.
Yeah,
Not just in this
yeah.
country, in the world. You can't stop people from converting. Do you understand what I mean? You can't stop
But
people
bro,
from embracing a religion. That's just silly. You focus on yourself. You know, if it's a case of whatever happened, that's just what people want to do. You can't control that. Focus on what you can control. Do you understand
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. It's like you're worried about the next man more than yourself, bro. Live in your own bubble. Worry about what you're doing, and that's what they're not
Because
doing.
because them people, they're not coming there to if someone's a proper practicing religious
Yeah,
person,
yeah,
then they're
yeah.
not coming to commit crimes, bro. They're not coming to
Mm,
abuse people. But obviously
mm,
there's bad people. People are people, so there's bad people in every walk of life. But that's not his.
mm.
But and you got to understand, for this guy to have a platform to be ripping up flags, bro, to be to be.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. Go on.
But that's how you know. Obviously, there's more to it, bro. Do you understand what I mean?
Bro, because I couldn't believe that they really gave a platform where they're telling people. But some of the people, it's like some of the speakers, it's like they all them, you know, those psychologists that put people under trances, bro.
Yeah.
It was literally like they put them under a trance, like that they're our enemies of war. And I'm thinking, right, you've given this man a platform in central London to give these people spreading so much hate. That's not freedom of speech. They're spreading hate. That shouldn't be allowed, bro. You understand what I'm saying to you? Do
Yeah,
you get me? Because if it was anyone else going up there saying, attack this religion or attack
bro.
this religion or that race, they would have got arrested on
Yeah,
stage,
but
bro. That's
bro, can I
madness.
be honest? I'm not even. It's true what you say, but what concerns me more is that people are buying into it, bro. That's what
Yeah,
concerns
yeah,
me
yeah.
more. That people are that silly, or people, and this, or you know what it is, yeah. People are that full of hatred that they're buying into it, and that just shows how damaged people are, bro. Because people really ain't got no. It's either like you just so. You know, like they say, damage people, damage other people, innit? So it's like
Mm,
and that's who they're putting the vulnerable, because then people are vulnerable, rather than and it shows kind of what they've done to society, and to me as well,
mm.
it's like what they've done to this country, because rather you ain't created men that want to work and innovate and build and progress.
Build the economy. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
created men that want to blame and spread hatred and focus on other people. Like, if you let someone else hold you down, then you're an idiot, bro. You're a coward. How can you think I could get up here and blame someone else for me being broke? Do you understand what I mean?
Mm,
You think I'd give someone that control over me to say, well, that man made me broke? No, bro. How can
mm,
another man make me broke? Only me
mm,
can make me broke. You understand what I mean?
mm,
That's what
mm.
that's why to me I just look and think what is going on. Like, this
Yeah.
country needs, and that's why you have to wonder, like, as much the government's trying to control people now, what are they trying to do for this country? They're not trying to build a country. They're not putting into the next generation. Create real
Mm.
men that want to work, that like creators, like people. You know what I mean? What have they put into the next generation? That's why I think they can't want good for this country, bro. They can't do. You know what I mean?
Who are the people at the top,
The people at the top, they can't do, because
bro?
they
They,
haven't
you know,
created.
they're just taking what they can get, man. I think they're just out to take as much money and build a thing. They don't really care anymore about putting back in and creating, like you said, building up the economy, creating work, jobs. That's gone out the window, bro.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm
they're not
saying?
trying to create men that are great. Because let's be honest, bruv, that's what made this country great. Great men.
Yeah, yeah,
Where
100%, hundred
where these
percent.
great men now? Where are they now?
Yeah.
Blaming other people. That's not a great
Mm,
man, bro. Do you understand what I mean?
mm,
No one can make me broke, bruv.
mm.
Like, someone can harm you, but they can't
Someone
stop.
can stop. Someone can stop your progress. Try to stop your progress or put obstacles in your way, but you know you got to get around it, man.
You gotta
You
get
know.
around it. You got it is where is it? You get me? Maneuver. You gotta learn to maneuver around it. It'll make you even more. That'll
Mm,
add to your character. That'll make you even better than what you was. You know, that's what I mean.
mm,
But yeah, nah,
exactly.
it's peak still.
Definitely, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, man.
And
So,
the thing is, what even all this digital ID, will it even stop illegal immigration anyway? That's the reality of it.
I don't understand how will it stop them, bruv? Because there'll still be probably people that can offer them off the hand work, and they're still gonna come in the country, you know.
Bro, you got to think, if someone who's trying to get away from hardship, bro, you think a digital ID is going to stop them from wanting to
That's
come here?
light work. That's light work, bro. You know what I'm saying? If they could get killed or whatever, if they're facing all civil war and all that thing, they're not gonna worry about that, man.
They're
That's
not
the
going to
least of
worry
their
about
worries.
that, bro. Do you know what I mean?
You know, they'll sit in the cell. That's better than what they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? No respect.
Exactly,
You know,
bro.
so go prison, bruv.
Yeah, you understand? I mean, you get me. It's all or nothing, innit? Like nothing to gain, nothing to lose, bro. You know what I
Get
mean?
free will
All to
to,
gain,
like, you
all to
know.
lose, or nothing to whatever. However it goes, bro. Come on, bro. When you're in that kind of when you're in survival mode, bro, it is what it is, isn't it? Do you understand what I mean?
So what do you think then? Do you think, obviously we know obviously what Starmer's, well, what my man's done and proposing this digital ID? Do you think that protest done what he was set out to do? Do you think he thought? Do you think the effect it had, the after effects? Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Can I be honest with you, brothers? I think the relevant is, yeah, the whole purpose of that protest, yeah. Forget that. Like, let's look at my Mr. TR's big main agenda, bro. Because even I didn't know this, yeah. Without going into it, without saying it, yeah. You see the movement that he created, bro, yeah.
Yeah.
If you look on Google and you see what that really stands for, bro, it will explain everything to you. Do you understand? I mean, his main agenda is to turn everyone against a specific set of people, so that what's going on over there,
Yeah. It's more acceptable.
It's more acceptable.
But that's what it seems like. It seems like the way it wasn't just the flag that we use here and other flags were portrayed, that it was behind it is that first that. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Because if
the
you
other biggest protest that's going on is for this side, and they will put in some of them flags there. You understand what I'm saying to you?
But if you look at that's why when these people see people saying free Stein, Pally, and all
They don't
that,
like
yeah,
it.
they tell me, forget about that, ripping up, and then when they're getting, we don't really know about what's going on over there, but we know we got a problem with illegal immigration, blah, blah, blah. That's how they want you to think. Do you understand what I mean?
Small-minded, isn't it?
So that's his agenda, so and that's why, because, bro, who's financing that, bro? Where's he getting the money from? And even, bro, let's even get it right. Because even me, but when I first heard about him, yeah, TR, yeah, and I heard the name, I thought, wow, that name's fitting. It's a bit of a coincidence. That's a proper one of their names. Do you understand what I mean? And he looks like one of them. So they all can relate to him. He looks like your everyday bloody builder. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I realized that's not even his name. So I thought, okay, it really is marketing, bro.
Yeah. So
It's marketing, but bruv, it's
that mirror effect.
bruv,
You understand what I'm saying to
it
you?
looks like it's someone who they can relate to. Like, he looks like one of the builders from the site. He looks like one of the guys down the pub. Do you know what I mean? It looks like someone's uncle. Like, cause then when you look at the older footage of him, he ain't got that wide boy thing. He looks a bit more sophisticated. Nah, he looks like one of the guys. Do you know what I mean? So that's who they can. It's like one of them is standing up for one of them, not knowing that they're being manipulated. Do you understand what I mean?
Definitely. Because I think that was a mistake for them to use what they used the protest for, then turning it about a particular religion. People that might have went there generally backing him was about the immigrants, but for Olam, this is going somewhere else.
Well, that's the thing.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll be honest with you, because I know genuine people who went there just to celebrate the country. And I'll be honest with you, that's what kind of made me upset. Because I think there's some people you could see they're there because they should be able to celebrate their country And
Yeah, 100%.
and I was thinking, well, I was happy for them to go out. Look, they're enjoying it. It's just like their carnival. And I thought, yeah, that's good. So it would be better if it was someone else organising it. But then a lot of people also, what I'm seeing online is a lot of people are turned against him because when they went, they picked up on the vibe that, hold on, this ain't about us. This is about them. And you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
So
100%.
I think a lot of people are realising that it's thing. And that's the thing. But the reality is, I'll be honest with you, bruv. Any figure that's on a certain level, bro, is being controlled, bruv. No matter what colour, what they're pushing for, what they represent. Anybody, bro, anybody, no matter what religion, that's on a certain level are being controlled, bruv. And that's what people have to understand, bro.
Yeah, because let's be real, certain levels, when you reach a certain amount of people, you have to be fitting their agenda in it
Bro,
somewhere.
you are not going to be able to reach a lot of people if you don't fit the criteria, if you're not under control. Obviously, it's a bit easier to get around the internet, but I guarantee you, especially the level he's at, you can't be there where you was in front of so much people if you are not being controlled. Do you know what I mean? I thought it's all a big game, bro. It's all a big game, bro.
It is. To me, it's like they've set up to move everyone to the right, you know, because they've put in, I don't want to say the rubbish is PM, but one who, since he's coming, he's just done so much things to agitate the people, and you're almost handing, you know, the right, the plate. You understand what I'm saying to you?
I feel
Do you get me?
It's all make believe, bro. That's how I feel like, bro. I feel like it's all like you said. You look at him and he just looks like a pathetic human being, bro.
I
can't believe.
Definitely.
I can't believe how. What's? Do you know what I mean? He just like he just gets cut and he just keeps doing it. You think, mate, just give it a rest, bro. Get out of there, man. Do you know what I mean? But if you look, the whole, it's not just it's in so much different countries. Everyone's heading to the right, bro. Do you know what I mean? So and it's not done by accident, bro. Like it's all these things is getting done to push people a certain way, and I don't think they want it to go to a thing because they're gonna grab it and put these things on us before it gets to me, before it gets too crazy. But they're just trying. They're poking. Remember, bro.
You know, even putting that BLK, you know, woman ahead of the other party, it's like that's done to agitate. It's even more to push some of their core support to the right as well. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Do you get me? You know, it's just like one big setup, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Bro, it is, bro. And the thing is, the majority of people is too unintelligent to realize, bro. That's the problem. Because you see people and you think, oh, mate, what is wrong with you, bruv? Do you know what I mean?
We ain't got hope, bro. We ain't got hope. And let's be real, the way they're moving, like you said, with the digital ID, because it will take a lot for people to get it how it should be. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
And they're moving at such a pace that when you realize what's going on, it'll be too late. Did you get what I'm saying?
Bro.
Well,
bro, that's what it is, bro. Because like I said, to me, it's alarming because, like, once they got you in a headlock, once they got you in a full Nelson, you ain't getting out, bro. Once they told you for life, you ain't going to be able to breathe, bro.
You got to remember, listen, people don't understand, yeah, to get to a certain level, you have to be playing at a completely different game.
But this is the thing as well, bro.
To
Because part of me just think this is why man has to just focus on getting their money up and being able to move when you want to move. Do you understand what I mean? Because if not, I don't want to be suppressed, bro. But then also another alarming thing is that you think soon they don't want people to be too wealthy as well, bro. So they're they're probably gonna be a control on, like, because they talk about a universal balance where everyone just, like, especially with AI coming in that, so they might be able to want to control people's wealth because they do things to make it harder for people to make money, bro. Do you understand what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
So that's what
100%. And like you said, yeah, they make it harder and they make it so whenever you're making money, they're taking more. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And they'll have access. I think they'll have more easy access to access people's money and take it if they want to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you just either got to be really smart and work to put yourself in a position where you're valuable to society. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Come on, bro.
Or you got your things going on,
Bro,
where you can kind of
you definitely need to, if you're not even valuable, you definitely need to be acting right. Don't be, cause
yeah,
bro, and this is what I say as well, bro. Yeah, the worst thing you want to do is be stuck in them places in
bro.
jail
I'm
with all
telling
this
you,
going on, bro. That's long. Even you'll be a hindrance
long.
to your family, because if your family want to get out of here, but you're in jail in England, they have to stay in England. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
don't be a hindrance to your family, B. Get your thing right. So get your money up legally so that if you want to make a move, you can make a move. Do you understand what I mean? That's the goal. That should be the aim now. But the aim is we want our people to be building positively, progressive. So you want you see how it's going, bro. It's peak.
yeah. Because apparently there's a lot of Asians and blacks that are getting ready to kick. But it's just going to be horrible for the people that can't kick. You
This
understand
is
what I'm
what
saying
I'm
to
saying, bro.
you?
This is what I'm saying, bruv. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's why even when all the thing was going on, the post and I was thinking, I'm glad the man them are staying out of the car. Don't let them trick you out of your position. You don't want to be out here run up there and getting nicked and all that. That's long, bro.
but it coming like that's what they wanted, man, to
Of course, that's what they
come
wanted,
out,
bro.
get locked up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
There's already enough man locked up as it is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly,
You know.
exactly.
Sometimes I think that was a long, because these men are they're planning long term. They're not planning this short term. So sometimes when you look at the statistics of how the London and them